All right, it's your boy back on the wheel for this is Big Means and Caden. We doing homework tonight, and homework is about what's homework about?
Uh, Dividend, divisors, and quotients.
Dividends, divisors, and quotients. So we're gonna try to figure this out. I'm learning something myself. I always tell my kids, don't think just because I'm older that I know everything, because I don't. So I'm learning too. All right, so we have just learned so far that if you had an example of 100 divided by 20 equals 5, the dividend would be 100, the divisor would be 20, and the quotient would be the answer, which would be what, 5. Mm-hmm. So that's what homework is tonight. So in your own words, you got to tell them exactly what you want to do. First, don't you got to write your name and all on top of all these papers? Ooh. Okay, wait. Before you do it, that way we don't erase the hole in this. So in your own words, what would you? So in your own words, you got to write here, and then you got to give an example, which is what we did. Remember, we did the 100 divided by this equals that. Mm-hmm. So you give an example of the problem, and then point an arrow to what each header would be. So wait. So what you gonna do on that one for quotient? In your own words, what is the quotient?
The quotient is the answer to the division problem.
Correct. Yep. Now write neat so we don't have to redo it. Should I go to work now?
No.
So did you not come home by 3 o'clock because you knew I was home today?
No. I don't know. I came home faster.
Well, make sure, because tomorrow TT gonna be need. If I don't go to work, TT gonna need you to be here to get off the bus.
Oh, I'm gonna be here in a flash.
That's what I'm talking about.
But okay. The quotient is the answer to a division problem.
Perfect. Now let me tell you something I used to do when I was younger. Have you ever had a issue with remembering how to spell answer? Or never? Okay, I used to always say it like it actually spells like answer. That's how I would remember. Like whenever I was doing like spelling bees, I would always say, okay, answer, because I know how to spell it if I sound it all up. But that's just one of my little tips and tricks. Okay, so now you got to do. So now for an example, what you gonna do? No. Okay. Okay. What I would do the way you want, but I'm saying if you're gonna write an example, I would write 50 divided by 10 equals this, and then put an arrow towards the quotient. Okay, what were you gonna do? You just gonna draw this right here?
No, I wasn't gonna draw. I was gonna do like 20 divided by 5.
No, just write the problem out. That way they could see, because you told them. Okay, what did they? You wrote the quotient is the answer to a division problem, right? Mm-hmm. So you write out a division problem. It don't have to be a long or a big one. Mm-hmm. And then you got to show the quotient. And then you can put.
I'll put like
4 is the quotient, or something like, or arrow with something saying that's the quotient. See, that way when you start doing your test, you already know. Have y'all been doing these 29 4?
1 minute.
4 is the quote. Okay, perfect. Now that's perfect. So now
we haven't been doing like division yet. We just started this like division problem with this stuff.
Okay, so now they're trying to get you to know the parts of the division problem.
Yeah, we do this stuff on the computer. So this just started.
Okay.
This lesson just started.
All right, so for dividend in your own words. Okay, now I looked at that a little bit. So dividend in your own words would be what?
What is your dividend? The dividend is what you're like the starting like what you're dividing. No, like you know how you put like 15 divided by 24, mm-hmm. blah blah. 15 is like.
Okay, but you got to tell them in your own words what would the, like for instance, the dividend would be the starting number in the division.
Yeah, that's how.
Or something. So you gotta. Well, I don't want you to write exactly what I'm saying, but you know that you gotta express to her that you know What you talking about?
First.
I want to. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, you got the dividend is the first number when you're dividing. Okay. Okay, now you got to write an example and then tell them which number, which number is the dividend. Is that 26? Okay, there you go.
It's 5.
Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. See, now you can say, I didn't actually tell you what to write. You did it all by yourself. Okay, so now the divisor.
Divisor is second number.
It's the second number, but also it's the number that the first number is being divided by. So let's just say I had 100 pieces of candy, and I was divided them by however many people I'm giving it to. So if I was giving one to you, Chuck, blah blah blah, the number is the number that I'm dividing it by. So 100 divided by 12. 100, so 100 pieces of candy divided by however many kids on the school bus. So there's 10 people, 100 pieces of candy divided by. So it's the number that is being divided by. But you got to write it. I mean, you know what it is, but you got to explain in your words to the teacher that you know what it is. So
the divisor is number
that ain't no that. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so now you got to write an example, point to the divisor. But now, are you gonna remember this on the test? Wait. Have y'all taken y'all state test? The abbreviation?
Well, it's Friday. I need to study. Yeah.
Is this Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so write an example.
Yeah, so
No, you got it right.
I put DIVO. So.
Oh, okay.
Divisor. So I
Boy, my hands just like ash power, huh?
You just saw me at school. Okay, do 10 divided by 2. And
okay, now so based on what you wrote, would you know what to point to? I mean, would you know? So you said the divisor is the number that you're dividing by. You got to put apostrophe RE. That you are dividing by.
I guess
put an E.
I mean, I would.
But you might have to make that smaller. Remember, your is the same as. Okay, now based on your own example, in your words, would you know what number? So if I said, okay, the dividend in the first number when you're dividing, you would. You say garage? I'm tripping. So the dividend is the first number when you're dividing. You got to put apostrophe RE on that one too.
If you said dividend, I was going. So dividend is first, and then it's just first, second, third. I mean, it's kind of in order.
No, it is, but on test time, are you gonna remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dividend divisor closer. Yeah, I can.
So that's so you can remember 1, 2, 3. See, make you a little mental note. That way, when test time comes, division, but you ain't gonna wind up saying divisor dividend. You gonna remember dividend first. Or what if it? So what if you might get a question on your test that says in what order is a division problem written? It might say what they call it multiple. What they call it multiple question. It might give you divisor, dividend, quotient, or it might give you quotient, divisor,
and then put it
dividend,
in.
and they might say which is the correct order.
Yeah, put it in order. Yeah.
So what is the correct order of a division problem?
Dividend, divisor, quotient.
Okay, just remember that. I can almost guarantee that's probably gonna be one of the or it might say, here's a problem, point to the division or point to the divisor, or yeah, it might ask you that too. So just remember, tests are, I won't say they tricky, but tests are to make sure that you learn what you've been taught. You know what I mean? So just make sure you remember. So in this right here, which one is the dividend?
Where?
In this problem right here.
It's right there.
But you got to remember that. So where's the divisor? So they might say, what number is which one is the divisor? Question mark.
Second number.
But see, you wouldn't know what the second number is here. It might tell you, pick out the divisor. See, this would be a good test question.
The project, they're gonna give you the quotient, right? And then this, so then you gotta do this, yeah, and just try to figure out the quotient.
Or it might just be it might look something like this. In fact, this is exactly what it's gonna look like. For question A, where's the divisor?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Then you might have to label it. And then the question 2 might be, where's the quotient? So you got to make sure, So just see, test, you just got to kind of make a little mental note or mental game. You know how they do, it's kind of like PEMDAS. PEMDAS is what? Parentheses, exponent. Y'all haven't learned that yet? Okay, well, maybe I'm getting a little too much.
Wait, you said PEMDAS?
PEMDAS. That's how you look. That's how you know how to do a multiplication problem. They got like parentheses, exponents, blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to go there. I thought you learned that already. So go ahead and fill those back in. Write that. Now this is actually a good example. Now just so you know, I didn't know these. Mm-hmm. No, I'm serious. I know how to do the equation. I knew quotient. But divisor and dividend, yeah. I don't know the technical terms, but I know how to solve the problem.
Oh, that. So I was in class, right? And she was like, "What's a quotient?" And then I was the only person that raised my hand. And she was like, "Is Katie the only person that worked today?" And then like 2 seconds later, people started raising their hand.
Yeah. All right. So, mommy be texting 20 minutes later. Okay. Now this one says. Okay, this is a good one. So, there are 95 students on the field trip and 19 students on each bus. How many buses of students are there on the field trip? So, solution. But now, in that question, which one is the divisor?
95.
Why would you say 95?
Because it was first, second, third.
I said divisor.
It's like a number.
So, why'd you say 95 is the divisor?
It's the second number.
95 ain't the second number.
You talking about the problem?
That's the problem. 95 students, yeah.
Oh, we're supposed to do, okay.
See, that's wrong. You did divisor, then dividend, but see how you can get easily confused? Mm-hmm. Because 19 divided by 95 ain't 5. You can't take 19 pieces of candy and give 5 pieces to 95 people, right? It wouldn't work. So erase that one too. So this is how they would trick. See this? Let me not say trick you, but this is a little.
How they get you?
This is how they get you. Okay, so in this question, is there a quotient in the question?
Quotient, no.
What? Huh?
You gotta divide
the only way, yeah, because the only way you get a quotient is you have to solve the problem. There's no quotient if the problem is unsolved, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in this problem, what is the divisor?
19.
19. So solution, I divided 95.
So I divide.
Yeah, check your answer to show your work. Yeah. So do you know how to check your answer? How?
Just write the
right here. No, but how do you check it to make sure it's right?
Oh.
If you divide that way, how do you find the answer coming back that way?
Backwards?
Nope. I don't know if they told that. But if you divide this way, you multiply back that way. 95 divided by 19 is 5.
Oh, you do 5 times 19?
5 times 19 should equal that. If it don't, then that answer is wrong. So that's why they say check your answer. So check your work. Show her how you do it. Make a complete egg like a V. 5 versus 19. Okay.
The winner is 5.
Boy, 5 times 19 is not no 5. No, come on, you got to be serious about this. This is how this. See, a lot of kids know the answer, but they don't test well. We want you to know the answer and test well, because you're putting in the work now. You might as well, you got to finish it all the way. All right, so that's all your math homework, right? Mm-hmm. Think about what you know about division. Fill in each box. Use words, numbers, and pictures. Show as many ideas as you can. That's it. Okay, so this one, you didn't write the divisor. You didn't point to the divisor on that one.
Divisor.
You just bring the arrow down and point and make a divisor. Where's the divisor at? But where you gonna write divisor at? No. Don't make this hard. Look. Move your hand. That's all you gotta do. Okay, write the 2. Write the 2 because it's all faded. And draw an arrow right below the 2. No, straight down. Below, yeah. And then write divisor underneath the arrow. That's it. That's it. That's homework. You ain't got no reading or nothing else? Just do your 20-minute reading. Then me and you both got to shower because I smell and so do you. At least you smell because you didn't ride the bike. I smell because I ain't showered. All right. That's homework for the night. We learned about dividends, divisors, and quotients, and we learned how to check our homework. Check our work, right? Check the work. So, all right. We out of here. Click, subscribe, comment, like, share. On the Willful, Big Mean is out, along with Caden. TT over there. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Wait. If y'all learned something, make sure you hit that like button. But even if I didn't, just hit that like button.
Either way, hit the like button is what he's saying, right? Share, comment, subscribe. On the Willful, Big Means, Caden, TT. She's out of the camera because we got backpacks and stuff, but we'll get TT in the next one. Till next time, peace.